Welcome to Bookshop Bombshells.
I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Andrea.
And this is a podcast where we both read a book.
And we tell you about the book.
And we try not to spoil it, just in case you want to read it.
And hopefully you will or you won't. You'll have to let us know.
Yeah, like if you actually have read any of our books, like please let us know. We would love to know what you thought about them. If they line up with how we thought they were. Just
tell us if we did good explaining the
parts
of the book.
Yeah. So last week you did The Road to Roswell.
Yes, I did.
And I'm just gonna say, I listened to it on audiobook.
How was the audiobook?
Oh, it was great.
Oh, good.
The narrator was great. I really liked her. I loved the book.
It's great, isn't it?
So when I tell you about my book today, you will understand why I needed. Okay, so remember you were like, I've been reading a lot of really dark books recently, and this was just like a really great pick me up book. So my book this episode was like a downer.
Oh.
Like it was so bad, and so I was just like, I need. I decided it's a palate cleanser. So you just like, it's just a book that like. That just makes you feel better about stuff.
Yeah.
Like
that's a good way to describe that, actually.
Like, man, I needed it, and it was great, and it delivered, and I loved it. So,
I'm
fantastic
so
recommendation. I finally read a book that you did on the podcast. So I was like also really proud of myself in that. And I did start, which was stupid, Tender is the Flesh. Like afterwards, I guess I thought my mental health was better.
So you were like, let's dig.
Yeah, I was like, let's read Tender is the Flesh. Why not? Because I've already started planning my book. I've been reading longer books. Yeah. So I've been kind of planning ahead. And so I already started planning my book for next time. And so I sort of had this like free time to read a book. And I was like, Tender is the Flesh is like a short, quick, easy read, right?
Yeah. Absolutely it is.
I don't know about easy. So I did start it, and it is really messed up.
Oh, I have to tell you, my sister is almost finished with the book you did last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Southern Book Club's...
Yeah.
The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires?
That one.
Yes. Oh, good.
She's really enjoying
it. Is she traumatized?
Yeah, well, I think she's getting to the real traumatic part.
Yeah.
So she was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, like, finish this or if I need to set it down for a second, but I, like, it's great.
Yeah,
and I was
it's
like,
really good.
Cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yay. That makes me excited to know that people are reading our books. Okay, so...
What'd you read this week?
Oh, man, it's such a downer. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm really, really sorry. So I read another Kristin Hannah book. Ooh. So our first episode, I did The Four Winds.
Yes.
And this episode, I'm going to do The Nightingale.
My coworker was reading that recently.
God. It is really, really good. So I picked it because I was kind of, we just go to the bookstore like all the time, and I'll just like buy books and then not read them. And so when I'm looking for a book, I just go through the books I have, and sometimes I'll just like Goodreads all my books and pick based off like, I want to read a really good book. This book has like a 4.6 on Goodreads. That's fantastic.
That's really good.
Yeah. So I was like, of course I'm going to read this book. It is rough.
Is it really?
It's rough. World War II. Oh. Historical fiction. So that's, if that explains anything. And I had like, I had like my summary in mind of a place that I wanted to stop. But I ended up doing a lot less than that because like so much happens in this book that I felt like I'd be talking forever, just like telling you about to get to the part that I wanted to get to. So I sort of, I'm going to stop a little earlier than I usually would. But yeah, okay. So I have trigger warnings again.
Oh, good. I heard that they were very appreciated.
Oh, good. Yeah. This one, I feel like, especially like the last one, this one, they need them really badly. So graphic descriptions of war and concentration camps, rape, anti-Semitism, torture, and there is a miscarriage. Okay. So let me just get started.
Okay, yeah. I want to hear about it.
For the biggest bummer you've ever...
I can't wait.
Okay. So the book starts off in 1995. So it's sort of, like, if this is a World War II book, it's sort of, future. We're in Oregon. There's a elderly woman who's preparing to move into a nursing home. She's like packing up her life. She decides to kind of go up into her attic. She finds a trunk full of leather-bound journals, postcards, some poetry, and a shoebox full of black and white photographs. So on the top is a yellowed passport sized photo of a young woman named Juliette Gervais. So the woman, her son is helping her pack. He finds her up the stairs in the attic and is like, he kind of sounds like a dick. Like, he's just like, he's like making her move into a nursing home. And he's like, what are you doing up here? Like, you could have hurt yourself climbing up these stairs. Like, what are you doing? He starts to like basically like chastise her for like, yeah. But he like sees her holding this photo and she's like crying. And so he's just like, calms down and he's just like, she says that she wants to bring the trunk with her to the nursing home. Yeah. And he's just like, no. Like, that thing is too big. Like, we're downsizing right now. And she tells him that this is, like, her last request that she asks of him. So we kind of know that she's, like, dying or, she's sick or whatever. And so he sees the photo in her hand and he says, who is Juliette Gervais? So that's, like, chapter 1.
Cool.
So the next chapter, we're back in 1939 in France. We meet, her name is Vianne Mauriac. These are going to be French names. I'm sorry again. I need to learn French.
They're hard.
They're hard, yeah. So Vianne Mauriac is preparing for a picnic with her daughter Sophie and her husband Antony. And she's sort of just like reminiscing about when she first fell in love with Antony. It was 15 years ago. She was very young. Her mother had died when she was 14. And her father had given Vianne and her younger sister Isabel up. Like, he was just basically like, I can't do this. He just like gives them away to this like woman that basically raises them from 14 on. Both sisters were like completely destroyed by their mother's death and then, their father's abandonment. So Vianne is sort of like just thinking about how she should have comforted her little sister more, but she was also dealing with all the same stuff. So she's sort of just like, she just didn't do a good job at being a big sister. And because of that, Isabel kind of turned into this like unmanageable child. Because I think Isabel was like 11 when their mother died and she was 14. So shortly after all that happens, they move in with this other lady that raises them. Vianne meets Antony, and by 16, she's pregnant. So we're kind of like back to the picnic that they set off to go on their picnic. And they are spending a beautiful day, having their lovely picnic. But Antony's kind of thinking about other stuff. Out of the blue, he just offhandedly says, Hitler will suck us all into his war soon. And Vianne doesn't like the word war. Like, she's like, mm-mm. She tries to change the subject, but Antony's basically like, we can't ignore that this is happening. She claims that she's not worried because Antony will protect them like he always has. So at dinner that night, Sophie notices her dad is acting different. He's not laughing at the usual jokes. And Sophie's worried that Sophie thinks that he's worried about the war.
Okay.
And she says this to Vianne, and Vianne is now like, oh, now my daughter's talking about war. Like, what the heck? And Sophie's worried that her dad is going to, leave to go off to war. Aww. And Vianne tells her that, don't worry. But at the same time, she's remembering when her mother told her the same thing when her father went to war during the Great War, which would be World War I. Mm-hmm. And when he returned, he was just like a different person. So once Sophie's in bed, she finds Antony outside in the backyard. He's smoking a cigarette because it's France.
Everybody smokes cigarettes.
I know. And he hands her a sheet of paper that said he's been mobilized along with most of the men in France, aged 18 to 35. Yeah. And she says, but you're a postman. And he says, I'm a soldier now, it seems. So the next morning, Anthony has to go to the train station in Tours. A lot of these places I don't really know. And she's, trying not to think of the last time they sent a generation of men off to war. It's really hard for her to say goodbye, but he has to leave, and when he's gone, it's just her. He's just left with her and Sophie.
Aww.
Yeah. Starts off sad. Don't worry, it gets sadder.
Oh,
So next, we meet Isabel. So this is Vianne's sister. So now it's 1940. We're still in France. Isabel is in a finishing school that kind of teaches, girls to become ladies. She's 19, and when we first meet her, she's like trying to eat like an unpeeled orange. And there's like a way you do it, like a fork and knife or something. Yeah. I don't know. It sounds silly. Which of course Isabel also thinks so. And she ends up like, stabbing it. It rolls off her plate. And she's just like, merde, which is shit in France or in French. And this gets her in trouble, of course, because ladies don't curse. And she gets sent to the headmistress's office. The headmistress basically is like, this isn't the first time that you've, been uncontrollable.
Broken the rules.
Yeah. So she basically tells her that she's getting kicked out of school and she has to return to her father in Paris.
Oh, no.
Which Isabel previously was just kind of like really nonchalant about everything. And then when she hears that she has to go back to her dad, she's like, but like my dad won't want me. Like he doesn't, she does not have a good relationship with her dad. But nonetheless, she is forced to return to Paris because she has nowhere else to go. Her dad is not happy to see her. She's just always been like a disappointment and a burden to him. He's a horrible alcoholic. Has been since he got back from the first war.
Yeah.
But he does allow her to stay, and she helps him run his bookshop. Yeah, it's exciting.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cute. For a while.
I was gonna say,
don't worry.
It doesn't sound like it is a continual thing.
Nothing good happens in this book. So there is, because it's Paris, a bigger city, there's also talk of war. Isabel is just like, she's that dreamer type. She wants to be a hero, like the men in the war. She thinks women can also fight. There's this woman, Edith Cavell, which I didn't look up. I wonder if that is a real person. It might be. Who was a nurse from the Great War, the First War, that she idolizes as like a female hero of war. But like anyone that she mentions this to is like laughs at her and just like a girl can't
That's
be.
rude.
Yeah, a girl can't be a hero. Ha ha ha. It is interesting, the evolution of these characters. Like Isabel is so like yeah, she wants to do great things and she wants to be a hero, but it's like she needs to be grounded also. Like war is bad.
Right.
And she thinks it's almost like she doesn't realize the horrors of war yet.
She's just like, I'm going to be a superhero lady.
Yeah, like she's like, I want to make change. I want to do all these great things, but like it's almost like she doesn't realize the cost of that yet. So one day while she's working in the bookshop, hundreds of people begin running by the shop window. Isabel goes outside to see what the commotion is and is just like almost run over by people. She's like asking like, what's going on? And they're saying like the Germans are coming into Paris and they need, like, everyone needs to leave. Yeah, it's bad.
Oh no.
So the next day, Isabel's father decides that it will be safer for Isabel to go live with her sister.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a place called Caravio.
Vu sounds good.
Yeah. And there's a family that he knows that he basically sends her off with. It's like a mother, father, and like 2 kids.
Okay.
And they're in a car, and he's just like, here, take my daughter to the, I think they're just like going to the train station or something. And they're trying to get her to go live off with the sister. The dad's going to stay behind. However, not everyone's in a car. Lots of people are on foot. And so the streets are just like clogged with people. So they're actually not like making good time with the car.
Yeah.
Because it's just like literally people everywhere all trying to leave Paris at the same time. And their car does eventually run out of gas. And so they actually have to like continue on foot.
Walk.
Yeah. And she ends up getting separated from the family that she leaves with, which is actually like a good thing because they were kind of assholes.
Oh, good.
Mostly because like, so the mother's like asking her what all she brought because like they didn't have food, they didn't have water. But she's like, well, so what did you bring? And she's like, I've got money and books. And she's like, why do you bring books? Like, what are you going to do with books? And she's like, I literally thought I was just going to go live with my sister for a while. I wasn't thinking that we were going to get like stranded on the side of the road and need food and water.
She said, I'm
and
still
like,
a kid.
Yeah,
I don't think about
I know.
these things.
Yeah. She's like, I'm 19. I'm still a baby. And so she ends up getting separated from the family. Nighttime falls. She's like hungry and thirsty from walking all day. And she sees a fire in the woods and like smells meat.
Oh.
And so she like goes to check it out, and she comes upon a man. She's nervous at first, but he's like kind of interesting to her. So he like invites her to like join him. He like claims that he's like a gentleman and all this stuff. But she's hungry. He like basically caught a rabbit, and I think he's like roasting a rabbit.
Sounds sketchy.
And he's got some wine, which honestly, if I'm like thirsty, I don't know if wine really.
It's France, Elizabeth.
I know. Water is wine. Wine is water in France. So he invites her to join him, and she does. So he's young, and so she's like, why are you not at war with the rest of the men? Because it's like everyone got drafted, basically. And he's like, I was in prison.
Great.
Yeah. And when they found out the Germans were going to like storm Paris, they basically opened up the prisons.
They just let everybody out.
They let everybody go. So that's how he
Sketchy.
got out. But he wants to fight. Like he's like, fuck these Germans. Yeah. And so he's basically decided that he's going to find a regiment and fight the Germans. And Isabel, she's still just like head in the clouds. It's like, oh, you're so lucky. Like, men are so free to do whatever they want. Like, if you want to join the war, like, you can. Like, us women, like, we're like not allowed to do anything. And it's just like, girl.
As a 19-year-old woman.
Yeah. She's like, oh, I wish I could be in war.
Girl, you know you don't.
Yeah. And it's just like knowing what happens. Like, she's just so young and dumb right now. Like, great. Like, intentions.
Right.
Like,
just applications.
Yeah, she just doesn't realize what she's getting into yet. And so he's like, hey, you should, like, come with me. So Isabel is just like, oh, my God. Like, a man finally thinks, like, a woman can, like, help in war. Like, this is, I love this man. So they make a plan. They're going to check in with their families because his mother is in, I don't know how to say this, Poitiers. So he's like, we're going to go check on your sister in Caribou, check on my mother in Poitiers, and then we're going to, like, join the war together. So she's like, heck yeah, let's do this.
Game plan set.
So the next day, they're still just trying to walk because they have no way else to get to the places, and they start hearing something that makes Isabel think that it's bees. So she's like, bzz. But it's not bees. It's airplanes.
Oh, okay.
And they're flying low over the enormous crowds of people that are leaving Paris. And airplanes begin firing on the crowd. I forgot to mention the dude's name is Gaetan. So, like, just as these airplanes start, like, they, like, hear the bees, or what they think are bees, Gaetan kind of realizes, like, all of a sudden, he, like, grabs Isabel. They, like, hunker down under, like, an abandoned car, and it's just, like, machine guns, like, just, like, on these people. Not everyone is as lucky as Catan and Isabel. Many people are killed, dying. Like I said, it is gruesome depictions of war. There's children that have lost their parents. Isabel is trying to help a child, basically, that's like now alone in the world. But Gaetan grabs her by the arm and pulls her aside. He's basically like, "You're dying isn't going to help that kid." And they take shelter in like a church that they find. But the airplanes like circle around and come back, and they're like hiding out in this church. And then they hear a bomb whistle, and the roof of the church explodes overhead. So I did stop there.
What a bummer.
Man, it gets so much worse.
But she writes really
she
well.
She writes really
kind
good.
Of like on par with that.
Yeah, like really, it's a really good read. Easy read. Easy, quote unquote. Like it's easy to sit down and read a lot.
Yeah.
I will say, I want to say the first, okay, how many pages is this? It is 430-ish pages. I'm not quite sure what this is before the acknowledgments. Okay, 30-ish pages.
Okay.
The last, I want to say 70 pages are rough.
Oh.
Like, up until then, it's, like, doable. It's just, like, things suck, things are messed up, things are wrong. And then I think I hit about 70 pages left, and I did sit down and finish it because I was worried if I didn't finish the book once it started getting bad, that I wasn't going to pick it back up. And I was hoping there'd be like a happy-ish ending, which I'm not going to say, like, the ending is, it's a good ending.
It's just not the most.
Yeah, but like, how do I explain without giving too much away? There was sort of this thing that I was like, if I can just finish the book, I won't because I was like right before I was like about to go to bed.
Were you
too.
Like hopeful?
Yeah,
that it was
I was like, if
be...
I can just finish it, it's not gonna like send me to bed in the like worst mood ever. I cried a lot. I don't think I've ever cried in this way when I read a book too.
Oh.
Like you know, like a character dies and it's sad and you tear up or whatever. Like this was like bawling about, you know, like I said, concentration camps are bad. Like war is bad. It's real bad.
That's real sad.
Yeah, so I don't know who I would recommend this book for.
If you like Kristin Hannah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it was a good book. I don't regret reading it. I don't know if I'm going to be, like, running around telling everybody to read it, though.
Right.
Because it was rough.
It sounds heavy.
And so, that's why, immediately, I
read
Road to Roswell, or I listened to Road to Roswell, and that did help.
I'm so glad it helped.
And then I had to write the summary for this, and I had to get all back in it.
Oh,
and
no.
I was like, I can't pick up Tender as the Flesh again. Like, I need another Road to Roswell.
Well, I might have one for you.
Oh, thank God.
I actually might have one for you this week.
Oh, thank God. What did you read? We can go straight into it.
I read Starter Villain by John Scalzi.
Oh my God, I have this book. I'm so jealous. Okay, yeah, I'm excited. Please tell me about it because I have this book.
You have it, so read it for your pick-me-up.
Yeah.
That is my...
I love the cover. Can you explain the cover?
It's this cat, and it's got like a business suit on, so it's just like a fluffy head on top of like the tuxedo kind of.
What's his name? John
Scalzi. John Scalzi.
I'm so glad you read this. I got mine at Full Circle too.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
When did you get yours?
A while ago.
I got mine last week.
Yeah.
I saw the cover and was like, that looks fun.
Same. That cover. They know how to get you. Yeah.
So Starter Villain. When you first start reading it, you are introduced to the main character. His name is Charlie Fitzer, and he used to be a business reporter for the Chicago Tribune. But then he was laid off and shortly thereafter divorced his wife. He now lives in his childhood home and works as a substitute teacher. His mother died when he was probably around 5. And then after his divorce, he'd moved back in to his childhood home to be with his father that was all sick and also ended up passing away. But that's just kind of the
So
back.
both his parents are dead?
Yeah. Well,
Aww.
it sounds sad.
Yeah. It starts off.
It starts off, you learn, it's just kind of like the way
Character
it's
building,
written, it's not really that sad.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad, but it's not the biggest part.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of the backstory on him. So he's like getting around for his morning. And he hears about his uncle Jake on the news, who I think was like owner of these parking structures, garages company. They made money on people parking, that kind of thing. He had died of pancreatic cancer. He hasn't seen his uncle since he was 5. Uncle Jake and his dad had like a big falling out. So he hears this and he's like, oh, okay. And so he's like getting ready and he wants to buy this pub from his hometown. It's called McDougal's and he needs to go talk to a lady about a loan. So he puts on his only suit and he asks his little breakfast buddy if he looks okay. And his breakfast buddy is an orange and white cat named Hera.
Aww.
And she approves. She like chirps at him, you know,
Breakfast
nudges
buddy.
him and so at the loan office, they realize he ain't got no money, and he can't use his dad's house as collateral. He has to get all of his older siblings' approval, which they're not going to. They're actually pressuring him into moving out so they can all sell the house and split the money. And he's like, I'm going to do this, and my siblings won't ever talk to me again, but whatever. So he walks home, and he's like, on the phone with his like dad's lawyer guy, who I guess might have helped. I'm assuming helped him in the divorce. It doesn't actually really say, but he's like, I gotta call you back, Andy. I found something, and he's hearing this meow in the bushes, and he like looks, and it's another orange and white kitten. But this one's just a little kitten, and he was like, well, I don't want to like just take him without making sure he belongs to somebody. So he goes around, he's like, are you missing a cat? No? Okay. So he's like, come on, we're gonna take you to meet your new sister Hera. Which he found Hera in kind of a similar fashion too. So he gets closer to his house and he's like, there's this big black Mercedes like S-Class vehicle in front of my house. That's weird. I wonder if they're just parked there by mistake or something. And then he gets closer and there is a woman on the porch swing. And he walks up to her and he was like, make yourself at home. She's like, I already did. Her name's Mathilda Morrison, and she is here on the business of Uncle Jake.
You said he had siblings, right?
He has 3 siblings.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay.
I'm just like thinking.
So, where was I?
Mathilda.
Oh, so Mathilda's there when he names the kitten. Guess what the kitten's name is?
What's the kitten's name?
Persephone.
Is her nickname Purrs?
They don't have her a nickname, but the entire time I read it, the only way I could do it was like, and Purrs.
Purrs. Do they spell it Purrs? Or Purse? Is it Purse?
It's Purrs.
Well, I guess you have Hera. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, she was like, people only name cats after food, gods, or something. There was a third thing.
Because we've got Persephone, we've got Aphrodite. Afro. That's for short.
So even more reason why you should read this
Yes.
book.
Okay, I have to.
There's a
my
Purrs.
God, just like wanting to like find it on Libby.
So anyway, Mathilda goes by Till. So Till is like, I'm here as like a business thing for your uncle that died. And she ends up telling him that all you need to do is like represent him at his memorial service in town. And Charlie's like, dude, he was rich. Like, why is he buried here? Like, shouldn't he have like this giant funeral somewhere else. And
Yeah.
she was like, well, it's where your mom's service was held, so we want to be close to his sister. And like all these really sweet, like sentimental things.
Yeah.
She was like, he also didn't like spending, he's really modest. So
he's
not
like
gonna,
rich, but didn't spend his money
Yeah.
crazy.
So she was like, all you have to do is like show up a little early when everybody gets there, let everybody say like, I'm sorry for your loss. And then you get, in return, you get to keep the family home and all the closing cash, which is a low 6 figures.
And this is just him, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
not the other siblings?
Correct.
Does it explain why it's just him?
His other siblings are off in their lives.
Okay. So
So
there's just like, you have nothing going on in your life, so
yeah.
you get blessed.
Basically,
with this,
yeah. And so he
some-
doesn't have any like cousins or anything on that side either. And like his uncle never got married or.
Oh, because it's his mom. Or
It's
no.
his mom's brother.
No, that would still, the siblings would still be their mom's brother.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. I know how
Uh,
families work.
So he shows up early to the funeral home and he, is talking to the funeral director and he's like, I need to discuss some things with you. And he was like, whoa, do I have to like pay for anything? Like, what's like, I don't have any money.
Yeah.
He was like, well, we got these flower arrangements that were sent here as people do at funerals and they just say some things on them.
Uh-oh.
So like one of them said, see you in hell. The other one was
Ooh.
like, dead, LOL, okay. And then my favorite one was, suck it, motherfucker.
What? So he was like he had like parking?
So
What was his-
he was, I don't know. It was just like,
parking garages?
he
I
like
mean, I will
owned
say-
parking places that like did the parking
Which
stuff.
are evil people.
Yeah.
I mean, evil people that take public property and make you pay to park there is evil.
So he was like, he's like, what? Like, I mean, I guess just like take the flowers out of the vases. You guys have vases we can use. Just put them in the vases that don't have these terrible things put
So they're
on
like
them.
written on the vases?
Yeah.
It's not just like a card?
It's not just like a card.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
So
They
then
went all out for that.
It gets better.
Oh, no.
So, they're like there, all these like men in like black suits I picture like show up and they're all standing around. So then they like start the viewing or whatever. And the like first guys in line to like see Uncle Jake are like speaking like Slavic kind of language a little bit like to themselves, and then one of them like reaches over and checks Uncle Jake's pulse on his neck, and then they just start like taking selfies with him. And Charlie is like, please no selfies. Like, what is going on?
And he doesn't know this guy at all, right? Like,
No.
Okay.
He has no idea. So then there's another guy that like has like a knife in his hand, and he starts to stab his uncle, and he was like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, he was like, I felt nervous. This dude's a big dude with a knife, like he could have cut me open, but like something had to be said. So like all these dudes after a little bit, all these dudes don't actually know his uncle. They were sent there by the orders of their bosses to verify
They're, like,
that
hitmen?
he was actually dead, because
no.
apparently he had faked a death before.
Oh, no.
So he's walking home afterwards, and he's like just really confused about everything. And he like gets closer to his house, and he realizes that both of the cats are across the street on his neighbor's porch. So he like walks up to him because he's like,
His
"You guys are-"
cats?
yeah. He was like, you guys are inside cats.
Yeah.
What's going on? And then about the time he gets to the cats and kind of was like, what are you doing? He like looks up and he sees a guy on the second floor of his house in his bedroom, like through the window. And then his house explodes.
Oh. So the cat saved him.
Yes, they
Aw.
did.
Good kitties.
They are very good kitties. Probably one of my favorite parts of the book is
Aw.
the kitties.
I
So
do love a good cat in a book.
he ends up talking to like all the fire department people and stuff, and the lawyer guy Andy calls him and was like, hey, like, be careful because they're gonna try to blame this on you, and there was a FBI agent in your house when it exploded, so like they're gonna try to pin you for murder too.
No.
But where are you gonna stay? And he was like, well, the garage didn't really get blown up, and my like barely running Maxima is like in there. So I guess me and my cats are gonna like live in the car. And then he like gets off the phone with that guy, and he's just like, how can I live on Circle K hot dogs with the $40 I have to my name and still feed the cats? And then Till calls him and says, hey, you can do better than staying in your car. Follow your cats. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Follow your cats?
So she said, follow your cats. And he was like, what? And so he's like pondering, like, what does that mean? And he looks over to Hera and was like, I'm supposed to follow you? And Hera just like perks up and starts walking away. And he's like, what? And so she like waits. Was like, are you coming?
What?
Didn't say, he's just being a cat. Yeah. And so he's like, I guess I'm gonna follow my cats. So they get to a house, and there's like a regular door, and then there's like a cat entrance, and like Hera and Purrs just like go into the house. It's all like the whole time I read it, I was like, it's Purrs.
It's Purrs.
They like go into the house like they own the place, and he's like waiting at the door like,
gonna let me in?
What? Like, he's just very confused. So he's like, I mean, what have I got to lose? So he like pulls the handle on the door and walks in, and there's like minimal furniture, but then there's like a bunch of like what I picture as like cat trees and stuff everywhere. And then he's kind of looking around, and he's like finds an odd shaped desk. There's like a weird keyboard and a monitor on it, and then Hera pops onto the desk and like types out, hello Charlie, sorry to hear about your house. Welcome to my other home. I have a room waiting for you upstairs. You could, and then, yeah, like, and so the cat, like, communicated with him.
And this is a cat he's had.
Yes.
This isn't the new one.
Yes.
What?
So, Till ends up coming over, and she's like, oh, yeah, your uncle, like, kind of tells, the uncle is actually, like, a villain.
I mean, yes.
So,
I got that at least from the back of the book. Yeah. Reading the back of the book, yeah.
So the uncle's the villain, and she explains it. It's like, it's not like Dr. Evil or anything like that. Yeah. It's like, we just, like, make technology, and we like sell subscriptions to people, so we just like earn money from that, and it's just so like, I don't know, it was like this big business bureaucratic thing. And
so you're just evil corporation, less than like an evil Dr. Evil type person,
right? Okay. Correct. So it's not like evil in the movies. It's just a little different than that.
It's just regular corporation.
It's just regular corporation evil. But they like, so the guy, what was his name? The guy that tried to stab his uncle at the funeral, like, shows up at this house knocking on the door, and Till's like, do not say a word. I will handle this. And like opens the door, and it's Tobias the Stabber, as he refers to him, because she was like, oh yeah, I used to date this guy, and like he tried to kill me like 4 times. Oh my God. It's never gonna
stabbing
work.
Is like his thing.
Yeah. So he was like, don't worry, I'm just here to deliver like an envelope to Charlie. And she was like, he's not touching that, like, lick it, I don't want it. Like, she's like, that could be poison. Like, so it's an invitation to like the villain conference in Italy, and it's like a very like nobody really knows about it unless you know about it kind of thing. So she's like, oh great. And then Charlie learns that he's also inherited like a secret volcano lair in the Caribbean. So they like go there, they give him like a fake passport.
Well, that's Dr. Evil style.
There's dolphins there that can talk, and they are rude.
With laser? No,
they make references like that in the whole book. It's really fun and cute to read. But
I'm definitely reading this next.
The dolphins are on like a strike because they want to start a union, and they're like cursing everybody out with like a microphone that translates them. And so, I think that's where I'm going to stop, because.
It sounds great.
It was so fun.
It sounds great. I'm excited that you read it, because I like I said, I bought it, and then it's kind of just been sitting on a shelf because I need to stop looking at Goodreads reviews. To pick a book. I just started not doing that and kind of going off of like, I want to know, like, if I don't think. Do you remember what that Goodreads is? Review?
No, I didn't.
I feel like it was a less than 4.
I think it was like 3 point something, if I recall.
Like but maybe 7 or 8, 3.8.
But so was The Road to Roswell.
Yeah, and I loved it.
Yeah,
but I think it's true. It's like when you need a book, like this was a 4 point. Like my Kristin Hannah book, 4.6. It wrecked me.
People love misery, Elizabeth.
You can't just keep reading books that wreck you. Like,
No.
you can't survive that way.
That's like I went through my dark and now I'm in my fun adventure phase.
I need fun books too. It's killing me.
So if you get a chance to read
yeah,
this
I'm going to see if there's an audiobook.
It will pick you
or
up.
Or actually, well, maybe I'll put Tenders the Flesh down for a bit.
I was going to say, if you need like a middleman,
yeah,
this
that
is the one to have.
I got to the part where in Tender is the Flesh. So the book is great. Like, it's written really well.
Yeah. I very much enjoyed it, no matter how gruesome it actually
There's parts where the narrator himself is like, this is so messed up. Everything's messed up. But then there's other parts where he just casually mentions things without mentioning how messed up it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's almost the worst part. Like, I got to the point where they're like celebrating one there he's like, it's like they're at the breeding farm,
yes.
and they're like, oh yeah, we have this like barbecue going on. We've been slow roasting this kid all day. One of the guys that works here is having a baby.
Yeah. It's
so
like,
we're slow roasting another child.
Well, we're also gonna
in celebration of that. And I'm just like, it was just such a side sentence, like just nothing else around it. It was just casually mentioned, and I was like, that's the most
because it's like the normal
fucked up sentence I've ever read really in my whole life, and I don't know why I thought that The Road to Roswell could cure immediately
and jump into something thick.
jump. It was because it was short. That was why I was like, oh, I've been wanting to read it. It's short. I can just like read it really quick, but it's not necessarily a quick read because it is. Yeah, it's rough. Also,
you have to have a lot of breaks reading that one.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I necessarily recommend my book. Your book sounds great.
I have just been in an adventure mode. And so
I love it.
Woo, let's do this. I want to have fun.
I like I said, I have been planning my book for next time, and I am really excited about it. So, I'm excited to tell. It's another long one.
I love it. Mine are all kind of shorter,
but it's gonna be good.
Good.
So
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So,
our books this week
are
I did The Nightingale by Kristin Hannah,
and I did Starter Villain by John Scalzi.
All right.
Catch you guys in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Just keep on reading, guys.
Bye.